the one I scheduled then, I was waiting for it to go live, like you were probably. Sorry about that, I don't know why. If anybody's on here. Wait a minute, let's see on there. Let's see, anybody in? Let's have a look on here. Just bear with me. Oh, they're on now. You're on, are you? Oh, that's good. Sorry about that. The one that... Hiya, Nick, Chilli. How are you doing? The scheduled one I put up, I was waiting for it to go live, like you were probably. Waiting and waiting, it wouldn't go, so I've just gone live, just, you know, still a lot to learn for me. Anyway, how are you doing? Thanks for joining me this Monday night. Madry, ice cold. Is the sound all right? Watch live now. Okay, David. Robert Classic Shave. How you doing? I'm late as well. Cheers. Greetings to the Netherlands. Wow. Yeah. I'm just having a... Do you mind? I take it the sound's all right, and the... Hopefully. Cheers, Dan. Kat, how you doing? In the oven, stuffed with cream cheese and doing a spicy buffalo dippings. I'm coming round now. Oh, that sounds good. That's good. Greetings from Toledo, Ohio, USA. Thank you, Chris. Right, old piss up Monday and piss up Stephen. Andy. Hi, Andy. Many work today without money. Without money? Hi from Cairo, Egypt. Wow. What's the weather like there? Dave is on his Iceland ready meal again. Brushing his tooth. You like the, yeah, you like that, Nick? Yeah, it's nice, isn't it? Nice to get out, and I bet there were some strange people could smell bacon cooking in the thing. Hi from Minnesota. Hi, John. Sergey, good evening from Moscow. How are you doing, sir? Thanks for joining me. Very cold and windy at the moment. In Egypt, wow. In case you missed it, I'm having one of these. Yeah, it is Cat. Madry. The whole world is in chat. North Korea. How are you doing? Hi from down the road in St. Asaph. AJP's workshop. How are you doing? This chat is much better on this. It wasn't like this before. Well, I won't do that thing again, because I thought it would just switch on live. I'm near Airbus in Flintshire. Oh. Plymouth. Yakida, yeah. Cheers, Richard. United Nations. Yeah, hey Paul from County Durham. How are you doing, Paul? Good name, by the way. These are only the spare hot and spicy chicken things from, where did I get them? Home Bargains. The hell's that? Oh, she's been here again. Hi from Oswald Street and Shrewsbury. Hi, Anthony. Hope you're okay. Hey, thanks for your time on this. I know there's a few people, especially that I work with, I'm watching this and hoping it goes wrong, perhaps. Here's Paul. It's the best. David Jones. John shaves. Where's the lather? Hey, I need another one. John. Yeah. I would bring Mrs H on, but she won't come on. She'll come to here maybe in a bit. You know you girls are like, you got to be made up, dolled up, dressed up. Bloody. Right, I'm going to have a bit of this. Right, it's better to shake it. That looks the wrong way round on that. Is that right? What's going on at that retail park in Rill? Retail? I don't know. They seem to be swapping and changing, don't they? I was going to try, I've never tried a Subway, right? And I seen one in St Asaph in the garage there. I went there, was it, last week. Not only didn't they have any fuel in the place, but the bloody Subway's gone. It's going to be a, what was it, Greg's? Yeah, 43 in we. Wow. The telly must be crap. Anybody else having a bit of a swift one? I'm driving now, my wife home, and then I'm back. Have a safe journey. It's Greg's now, is it? Ah, it is Greg's. Mind you, I like Greg's too, but told me to try a steak and cheese sub. It was awful, was it? Wow. Well, what it was, somebody in work said, try, is it a foot or something? Something foot. And it was like a chicken and all sorts of stuff like that. And it was nice. John shaves. I'm on the Thai food. All right. What about Yorkshire tea, John? Oh, so I haven't missed nothing really then. Never watch TV, always YouTube. Yeah, same for me. We'll pop back in a bit. Okay, Nick, thanks. Aldi rip-off. The bread and Subway's made out of plastic. Bloody hell. Well, I got a... Oh, hang on, there's one in Denby. Oh, you're a Thai food man. Funny enough, John, on my delivery last week, a lady came up to me. She said, do you like tea? I said, is the Pope a Catholic? Anyway, she said, have these. And she gave me 2 big boxes of Thai food tea bags. I said, what's wrong with them? Nothing, she said. I bought them for my son, but he doesn't want them. So I've taken them to the canteen in work. Yorkshire, I'm with that too, Cat. I always had Yorkshire. Mind you, we used to have, I think, your Thai food and Tetley. There's another one. I know you tried the mahi sauce from Tesco, but have you tried the Carolina Reaper pineapple mahi? Oh no, I haven't seen that. Hang on. We had to buy an out of 6 to try it. Oh, right. I'll have to look for that. Stephen and Linda, how are you doing? Thanks for joining me. It's the Lancashire in you, John. How's the family? All right. Are you still passing Fred Dibner's house? You'll have to do a video, put a clip in. Jay Fett. Hello, Paul. I've noticed your shaves lately seem more geared to vintage and not to modern day items. Yeah, well, I like... well, I do use modern stuff that I've got, or if I'm sent something. Hi, Duncan from Sheffield. But I do like the vintage stuff, yeah. It's... oh, Fred's mum's house. Yeah. The chimney's still there, is it? Oh, it's got listed status, that's where it will be. Yeah, so it's... I do like the vintage stuff, you know, it's... a lot, and then I'll move on to something else. It's just how can I send you one, Paul, if you'd like to try it? What the sauce? Yes, it's a sight to see. Yeah, well, contact me on the... If you got my Instagram, you can message me on there. We'll sort something out. Thank you very much. How's the Wales going? How's the Wales going? Oh, it's going all right. Which one though? South or north? Because we got north here and we got a south there. David, has anybody tried this yet? Oh, mind you, if you don't like mustard or piccalilli type stuff, you won't like it. But me, I love it. And if there's anybody watching this from work, you might be watching after it's gone live. Hi Tim. That's one of your favourites, lovely, isn't it? Do you go Costco? Nearest one for me is Chester. Costco. Well, the nearest for me is in Ruthin, is it? Yeah. Ham and piccalilli. Oh, honestly, that's like piccalilli, but it's been hit. Brown sauce is like Carolina. Come on, John. I thought you were tougher than that. Hi, Andrew. If I'm missing people here, Natalie's in. Hi, but we just got in from Tesco. Yeah. You put your stuff away. I'll hold the fort. I'll keep my eye open for that one. Oh, I didn't know there was one in Ruthin. Have to buy in bulk at Costco. Oh, Costco, I think bloody... The coffee... Oh, no. I got it wrong there. Cat, sorry. I thought you meant the coffee place. You're thinking of that big warehouse place, aren't you? I think the nearest for us is it by Cheshire Oaks, somewhere around there. I'm missing this. I use a Kona Reaper like most people use tomato sauce. Yeah, good stuff. North Wales, just an extended part of my city of Liverpool. Quite right there, sir. Not far away. You know what I mean there, mate? All right there. We have a lot of drivers in work and who are from Liverpool, you know, and the humour, and you know, you can have a good laugh with them. Still waiting for you to show how to make true Welsh rarebit. Kicked up a notch, of course. No, you never know. I enjoyed Nando's chili. Hang on, these are going too quick. I enjoyed Nando's chili jam. Quite spicy for me, but not for you, I imagine. Well, I haven't tried Nando. I tell you something now. Well, maybe that's different. Nando's sauces. There's something in Wrexham. They talk Scouse Welsh. In Nando's, their sauces, there's something in it I can't, doesn't do it for me. It's texture wise, I don't know what it is. It's like a weird thing. It's a shame really, because they have some good heat, some of them. God, we got 61 in. Paul, how are you doing? Oh, the Indian Lounge Nana. Did you? Wait a minute. Had a fantastic fowl. Did you enjoy it? And isn't the service good there? Absolutely stunning. Make your... Oh, here we go. Cats at it. Make your own chili jam. It's awesome. Well, yeah, you're clever, aren't you? When I did the Reaper, double X, yeah. I only managed half of it. Do you remember? Hello from Glasgow. Casement, how are you? Thanks for joining me. We got another one from Glasgow here. Jay Fett. Talking of Scousers, Paul, I've noticed Christopher has stopped posting videos. Did you know if all is okay? I'm afraid. Oh yeah, he's alright. It's he's busy at the minute with his work, and I think he's got a few elderly family and who are not well and things like that, so that he's sorting all that out as well as working really. So he's all right in himself. I haven't seen him for a while, but I spoke to somebody funny enough this morning about him, and they'd seen him recently. So yeah, he is okay. He's alive and well. Oh, these are lovely. Proper chicken. Have you tried Red Devil sauce? Red Devil sauce, that rings a bell. No, I haven't. Hey Paul, there's an Indian near me that puts Malibu and Tia Maria in their curries. They were locking up. Bloody Malibu and Tia Maria. You would need a drink then. Chili jam with brie. I'll try and bag a menu. Wow. Mind you, the thing is, sometimes it might be something. Isn't one of those coconutty or something? I can't remember now. I want to know what John is shaving. Pardon? But personal. I come from farming background. Did I see you drive a tractor in a video? Yes, you did. That's a Fordson Major. That tractor is only two-wheel drive, right? Rear wheel. It'll dig itself in the ground before it stops. I had a chili jam and brie sandwich from Asda. It was dire. Yeah, I had the Malibu one. It was quite nice. Yeah, sometimes it surprises you, doesn't it, John? It's Malibu, yeah. So there's the coconut theme in the curry. His name is John Shaves. Hi from Quebec in Canada. Welcome. What time is it there?
Say hello to Joanne, Portugal.
Joanne, Portugal. Did you hear Mrs. Ayton? They wanted to come on here. Well, the sweet chilli is too mild for me, so I made a litre of my own with Carolina Reaper, yeah. I'll tell you something in a minute. Crusty, buttered, I know you're talking buttered rolls. 3.25 there, 3 hours. So what is he shaving? Do you want to know his channel? John Shaves 101. He'll type it in. Natalie says hello. Say hello. Well, I know it's 7:25. John there. Hey Paul, love the channel. I am also a lover of spice, but the next day my stomach feels like a... Hang on, that was a... tea towel has been wrung out. Do you ever get the same? No, the only time... how can I say? I'm very lucky that way. Well, luckily, I suppose my body can take it. But if I have Reaper fresh chilies, or anything Reaper, like the dried chilies, too many, and it's hot, that can have a... Sometimes, not always, but it can do. How is it in Welsh? 3 to 1 pick-up time. I don't know the pick-up time one. It'd be 3 I don't know how you'd say it. Mrs. H would know. Got a new slim twist in the... Oh, good man. New slim twist. New one? Wow. I'm just repeating some of the... Do you know I've ordered yesterday? Thank you, Tim. Mrs. H will appreciate that. Tim loves your flowers on the shaves. Scottish or Welsh water? Oh, she says, yeah. Welsh water. And if I'm in Scotland, Scottish water's the best. You don't need to filter. Did you know this? She's okay, Adam, thanks, yeah. She's still bossing me about, so when she's like that, I know she's in good health. Yeah, there's beautiful flowers. Thank you, Kat. She appreciate that. Very gifted. Hello, Adam. Yeah, John shaving his lamb. Oh, we're getting personally. Hang on. Welsh water with a nice Scottish whiskey. Well said. Single malt. She'll have your guts for garters, mate. You know the boss. You know the bosses in the. If you see me doing silly things, I'm trying to read it. I deliver to Buxton Spring Water every Friday. Oh. I hope they give you a free bottle or two. Buxton's nice. Try Aberfalls gin. Yeah, I was going to buy some of that. Bloody hell, it's dear. 22 quid or something. And I filmed them in the Llangollen Food Festival. Hi, John. All right. John, how does Mrs. H do the flowers, Paul? I imagine it's not cheap. It's not cheap to introduce them in every video. Or do you source them from... Well, in the summer, she does a lot from the garden. But as the autumn and winter comes in, she does buy more, yeah. But it's something she's always loved doing, you know. It's you have to come over to Lisbon and try our beers here. You're right there. God, these things are 70, you know. Honestly, it'd be a pleasure to have a bacon sandwich in the Highlands sometime. It'd be fantastic, that, in the Highlands. Did I tell you I did a trip once up to the Highlands of Scotland? Can you... Hang on. Can you still get Old Peculiar? Yes. Old Peculiar. Absolutely. I was looking at it the other day, funny enough, because I thought it suits me, that. And she agreed. Them cheeky... Hi Paul, love watching your vids. We are eating spicy chicken thighs in Wrexham. Oh, just... Hang on, where are we gone now? Just up the road. Hang on a minute. Where are you? I've missed him. John Tracy. How you doing, John? I was screaming hot curry and a few pints of Guinness. Alright. But you won't beat the Irish Guinness. Have you seen it in your local supermarkets? Yeah, Tesco. Old Peculiar. I visited the one in a town called Ruthin on Saturday. It was there. It has to be said, Guinness is never better than the brewery itself. When I went to Ireland, I went on my brother-in-law's stag do, and Dublin. We stayed in... No, we went to Dublin, then we travelled to Kilkenny. We stayed there, and the woman there said, 10 o'clock, I think, or 10:30. If you're later than that, no breakfast. She must have been used to, you know, stag nights and people sleeping in and all sorts of stuff. But you can still get Guinness, Tim. And I was late, you know, 11:15 or something like that. Yes, Cat. But they have good choice, fair play. It is good quality, a lot of stuff. To be fair, it is not like it used to be. Love Guinness in the back. And I went, do you still do videos with Denby Vids, Graham? Oh yeah, I've done we did a G&P not so long back, but he does a lot of caring now, you know, for a family member, and he's just lost his brother and things, so he's, well, no, we could meet up and do it, but the trouble is, when I'm free, sometimes he might not be, see, because it's not like it used to be, where I could just ring him. Do you fancy doing it? Yeah. Well, he would, probably, but honey and chipotle wings, oh, nice. Yeah, but yeah, we haven't done a video for a long time, but we have done them. You know, some people think we've fallen out. I miss the camping videos. So do I. Hang on, we're going berserk here. I miss the camping videos. Sausage and gravy in the woods is always welcome. You like that? Sausage and onion gravy. Do you know what I made the other day? I don't think I mentioned it in the videos. Oh, we're on this now. Hey, Wales. Where's David? This is your lot. South Wales, isn't it? National Ale of Wales. 4.2%. Deep copper red. Well, that doesn't come from mine, does it? Anyway, hang on, let me just pour this. Look at that. That's made of Welsh water. Graham did a vid a few weeks ago with a black cat, which was interesting. Well, funny enough, when I did that cooking in the woods video, I passed that area, that where he said he seen it. But I've never seen anything. It's I don't know, these, you know, it's like UFOs, and it's people say that CB share he is. Somebody's just asking about you, Chris. Still alive, that's good. Yeah. You need some Boddingtons, Paul. The cream of Manchester. I used to have that, but Wrexham Lager is vile. Bootlegger's alright. Wrexham, because we've got a viewer here from Wrexham, fair play to him. Bootlegger Pilsner, that is. I think they sell more of that than their own lager. No, Black Heart, I haven't tried that. I'll have a Brewdog Black Heart. Is it nice? Does it compare to anything? Delight to know you're well. Ah, that's good. They are J-Fet. That's lovely. At least it's not wholesome pills. I like a bit of J-Ale. Oh, wait a minute. Hi, mate. Kaz has now finished with raw mail. I heard that, Chris, yeah. We've got 2 that's leaving the end of this week. Tony, my old mate, how are you doing? I'm going to come down there and you're going to have a beer with me, whether you bloody like it or not. Right. Have you tried Black Sheep Ale? Do your shaves happen the night before or the morning before? Evening before, usually. Yeah. Right, the Lawrison Hotel in Llandudno, near the pier, has Wrexham Lager on draft, and the owners are from Wrexham. Nice people. Now, I expect it's better on draft. Does anybody remember the Wrexham Lager, the old Wrexham Lager? Oh, you couldn't beat that. That was beautiful. Can't believe I stumbled into a live. I usually miss them. Oh, glad you're here, Tim. Yeah, it's you have to excuse me, put my hands on here. John said, that stuff is epic in fish batter. What's this fella now? Cheers. No, Killians. What the hell's a Killian? Killian? Right, what's this here? Do a vlog on your Sunday dinner. Paul, you're like, I've done one, haven't I? I've done a couple of Sunday thing. Sunday's my day off, Paul, you know. No, I know what you mean. I'll do one. I'll do another one. Hang on a minute. Yeah, that tastes nice. I think that beers from Bayern is the best, but buy over 1,000 brewery. I can't be wrong. No, you can't be wrong. A great point indeed. When you upload the hot and spicy, you always look clean shaved. So do you shave the Saturday morning and eat the hot and spicy Saturday evening? The shave is filmed Saturday. What would it be? Late afternoon, usually. And the Wednesday shave is filmed on Tuesday evening. I know a chef who uses only Black Sheep in his batter. Looking forward to our visit to Denby again in this. Oh, you're coming back, are you? You didn't scare you off then the last time? Nothing? Are you staying in the same place? Change the ring on my alarm to the hokey cokey. Took me 20 minutes. You put your left leg in. Yes. Anthony, leave the jokes to me, baby. Even though oh, listen to this now. This is not my joke, right? If it's rubbish, it's somebody else's. But if you like it, well, I'll take the blame. This fella, his wife, went to Tesco and she said, Heinz ketchup, £6.50 a bottle. She said £6.50. So she went to the counter. She said, can I have HP on that? Ah, forget it. Right. Oh, be quiet, would you? Have you? Oh, that's good. It's a nice place, that, isn't it? Have you been to the Indian Lounge? Is that to me, Kat, or somebody else? Because I haven't. I've only been there once, and I was that impressed with it. I never went again. Try that Kalia Premra. I tell you where they might sell that. In that, is he Indian? Oh, he's got a newsagent in Denby on the railroad there. By the garage, Texaco. Where Graham does his 8 AM thing. Just down the road. Paul, cheers from Texas. Thank you, Jim. Stay in the same place. Ali, tried that Carlin Premier yet? I have tried it. Stunning. But I haven't tried it for a long time. Black Heart's like Guinness. Oh, that's nice. Do you like a stout? Because sometimes we can get in, I think I've seen in Tesco, maybe Morrison's, Mackinson Stout. My great aunt used to, ladies years ago used to drink that in the pub. Went to Wales once, lad, went to Rill, and my folks hated it, so we turned and drove back home. When was that? Oh, you didn't like in Rill? Years ago, it was nice in Rill. It went really rough there, and they're trying to change it round now. That's it, Lom this year. The Blue Elephant in Llandudno curry restaurant. Come to Runcorn, my friend. I'll treat you to a curry. Runcorn. There's a famous bridge there, isn't it? Runcorn. I should do it. Hot and spicy. I'd have to use your house though, Paul, to do the hot and spicy. I'm only joking, though. I'd like to visit Wales, but now I guess you have to pay a fee in advance. Plus Mrs. won't fly here, so keep your... What? Oh, I will do, Tim. Yeah. Pay a fee? 1986, I will... it would have been starting the old nosedive then. It went to a right... See, the trouble is that the councils were putting all the problematic people, I don't know what you'd call them without being offensive, people on drugs and, you know, all these problems, they put them in one street, and then you can use my... thank you. As long as you cook the curry, yeah, that's blackmail, that's like paying rent, that, Paul. Yeah, I'd cook you a curry anytime. And they a street called John Street in Rill, full of problems. Oh, terrible. And then in the end they decided to get them all out. They demolished the whole thing, and then they've turned it now into it's on the edge of this new sort of retail where the Range and Farm Foods and Greggs and all that is just the street down from there. Hello from Penmaen Mawr. I'm in Rill tonight. Will Porter, how you doing? Not far from me now. Penmaen Mawr. Haven't got family there? No. Oh. 200 to cross a bridge. Yeah, buy a boat, Tim. Cheaper. That's what everybody else is doing to get here. No problem, Bart. No problem. Yeah, the old fairground. What was his name? Owned it? Les something. Runcorn Bridge, toll expenses. Which deal? No. Good evening from down the Mould and Denby, Brentford. Hey, how you doing? Welcome to the... It's nice to have local people as well, you. Just on a bit of this at the minute. It's not bad. It's got to be cold though. Cat said it. Have you seen a YouTube channel called Travel Thirsty? It's all about food, mostly in the US. It's brilliant. Oh, I'll have to try that. It's more accurately civil pattern. I'm missing, what the hell? Oh, that cat, okay. More market is rubbish. I tell you one thing where, hey, Adam, where are you? That's a good get out, that Adam, in Scotland. Well, absolutely beautiful, that. And congratulations to you both, because Mrs. H did mention it. That is absolutely stunning. I did, we went to the Highlands of Scotland, a friend of mine, well, where I was, oh, here he is, another South Walian here. Rob Charles, have you brought Arkwright with you? Fetch your cloth. Hello from Prestatyn. Hang on a minute, hang on. Jane, but originally from Stirlingshire. Go to Denby often. Hey, we might meet up then. Well, that sounded terrible. We might meet in the vicinity one day as we're passing. Mind you, most people that see me, they say, oh Christ, cross the road. Thank you. Have you ever tried Mr. Vicky's range of... Yes. Very good. Paul, have you been to the States? Never. It's one of my... you know, like a tick list thing to do. Yeah. Joy, Mrs. H, I wish she would, but you know, she won't do it. Hey? Oh, we're going to do a shed chat. We're going to have a new shed in here and we sit in it and we're going to, not LA. Oh, what's wrong with the LA cat? Right, so I was busy. We're going to do a shed chat. And she'll sit in with me, apparently. Oh. Add to the US to your bucket list. Oh, she would love it, yeah. Greeting from Dublin. Hey, how are you? From Dublin. Wait a minute, where are you? In Dublin, Westers. Rich and Lisa. Hi, Rich and Lisa. Thanks for joining me. Square sausage is my... Square sausage is my favourite. Oh, yeah, Scottish... Oh, right, nice. We can get that here from Iceland, but it's in slices. I went to... when did we go there? Oh, with a colleague of mine, on the west coast of Scotland, Kyle of Lochholsh. And what a beautiful place. 9 hours it took to get there. And we were carrying a cooker to his place there, his parents, that's where he's from. And the bloody thing rattled all the way. God. Anyway, we went there and his mother said, oh, will you be having some broth? That's my try at doing a Scottish accent. And I tried it, venison broth. Do you know, it was beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Instagram, Paul H Films. Instagram. Wait a minute, I'm missing things here. Keep thinking we'll see you about in one of the local shops. these days, yeah, first found your channel when you done a prostatin video. All right. Yeah, you know, we may meet one day, Jane. If you see me, say hello. I don't bite. Well, unless I'm hungry. Cause... Ah, Moxassi. Oh, thank you. Man Cave Chat. Minnesota, USA. When did you get Insta? Well, there's more to do with my other channel, Instagram. I've been on it a while. I notice a lot of companies contacting me now, though. They want to... What did they say? Want to know how much I want? No, how did they say? They want to work with you. That's what they say. Want to work with you. And we'd like to advertise our product on your channel. I said that straight away to me is there's enough of the adverts on YouTube as there is. Hey Paul, Todd, how you doing, sir? Thanks for joining me. Well, these are going so fast. There's 90 here now. Howdy Tim from Johnny. Gavin Parry, have you tried Caffi Gwynant? Caffi? No, I haven't tried that. Have we tried Caffi Gwynant? No, no, but we want to. Oh, she must know what it is. Right, it took me 3 years to get your email address. Why is that? I found your channel via Wiltshireman when you sent him a razor. Oh, he's a fantastic man, Sandy. Yeah, he's a nice man. He's a gentleman. I've met him in Snowdonia a few times up the road. Hosted him on the last one on a camp. Really down to earth man. And very gifted, very clever man. His knives. Paul. Where's Len's here? Hi Len. Well, what happened was when I created the live and it said schedule this live, and I said right, Monday 7 p.m. GMT and all this. So when it came tonight to 7, I thought it would just sort of give me a countdown like it normally does. Go live. Oh no. It just said waiting for 007 Vauxhall. Waiting, I'm here. And it didn't say go live or nothing. So what I did was, I'll be with you now, sorry. Blind of a Stinuk, that wasn't it? I just went back to the channel and went go live. And this is what it is, so I'm sorry about that. So what I'll do next time, I'll just put a notification on the channel to say we're going live, because it's terrible that. Because I'm not used to it, you see. Just, I know I feel bad, you know, there's people waiting and things, and I'm sorry about that. But yeah, it's stupid, isn't it? It should have it either go live. I don't know. Hang on. Never miss your podcasts, mate, on both channels. Some cans of Stella on the hot and Stella? I have had Stella, yeah. There were 20 or so of us conversing. Oh, well, that's good. As long as you had a good chat. You might have some new friends now. Local pub reviews, please. Hey, there's enough channels doing that. I follow a chap, Nant Gwynant, Paul. Oh, wait a minute. Right next to Rock. Oh, I see. I think you should do a restaurant review. I was just saying now, there's a lot of channels doing that now. There's a chap I've just started following, actually, a really nice fella, stocky bloke. Manchester way, and he does a lot of stuff.
Hope Adam is better.
I haven't heard a voice then. Sorry? Hang on, do you mind this? Now, this is a first. This is Mrs. H in her own words.
No, but
She can't do... Come on.
no, I'm just saying. I'm just hoping that Adam is better.
Adam, she hopes you... Hey, while you're there, can you... Excuse me. Could you fetch me another one from the fridge, please?
I'll see what I can do.
I could... Oh, it'll cost me. Almost... What time's it now? It is 5 to 8. I was incompetent. Are you a fan of Home Bargains? Who's this now? Definitely not asking because I work there. Where do you work, Reese? Not on the Denby one. I'll make you famous. No, don't I? Nan Gwynand.
All I could find.
Are you? Oh, thank you very much. Look at this. Oh, that's the same one I had the other day. Right, local pub reviews, please. Opening a frosty cold beer now, Paul. Oh, enjoy that, Johnny. I was waiting with you. Oh, I've seen these. You two can be a funny old thing. It's just nothing simple, you know. It's just it was easy to set up this notification, so it went on the channel, so people would know tomorrow. And I returned the tuxedo I rented from. Oh, and is that Len? And then when it came to going live, it's waiting for 007 Vauxhall. So I'm clicking on it. I'm trying this, and I don't know. Instead of saying, "Do you want to go live now?" Well, yes. Or I thought it would just automatically, because when you go live, if you've ever done it, you click live and it say 5, 4, 3, and then it says smile for the thumbnail. That's why the thumbnail's rubbish. Paul, you are the best. Regards from Denver. Oh, thank you very much. Denver, Colorado. I wouldn't say I'm the best. Hope Alice and Millie are well. Yes, they are. We're not going to introduce them here tonight because she threw Millie at me last time in case she came on air. We are glad it worked for you and us. Happy Monday, Paul. Good to hear from you. Thank you, Seth. How do you say it? Muqtadi Ali. Oh, Adam James. I'm debating what? Doing sushi for my wedding. Sushi. You got to be careful there, Adam. If it goes wrong, you might be sued. It's raw fish, isn't it? Yeah. We got to be. Unless everybody likes it. Right. Mrs. H is closer. She is. She was then. Hi, Laurie. Hi, Mrs. H. They're all saying hello to you. No pubs. Where's that? No pubs open in Denby anymore. They've all the old days have gone now. If you go into a pub now, you feel like I'm going to say an old man, like an old weirdo. Oh, you're already weird. Oh, thanks. Big hello from Miami, from an expat. David, the hot sauce man. How are you doing, sir? Thank you for joining me. With there's a couple, yeah, in the beginning. Well, yeah, there's a few have come over to it. I think Chris CB Shaves, I think he came from watching the videos, or he got interested from it. There's a few people, yeah, that have been converted, whether they stuck to it or not, because my two brothers, oh, I want a razor, I want a bro, they wanted to, like our father shaved, and I give them a razor each, brand new, brush, soap and blades. And then went home, and about 3 weeks later, oh, I cut myself to bits. And so I said, well, have you watched any of the videos? No. I said, it's not like shaving with a cartridge, because they just get hold of the razor like they would with a cut to bits. They've never gone back since, so I've given up with them. Yeah, doing good videos there, David. Have you got a few different ones in line, have you? Have you ever had a full beard? No, not a full sort of... No, I've had this I've had for a month. Goatee, but nothing. If you look back on my channel. Hello from Ohio, sorry. How about a straight razor shave while eating a ghost pepper? Yeah. I bet you can guess the answer to that one. Redstone. Where are we now? Have you ever had a... No. Out and about, 70... Rill, how are you doing, Rill? Bloody hell, you could come down and join me. Beer looks nice. See this here? I've said it before, I'll say it again. There's no sort of toffee nosiness here. This is from Home Bargains, £1. How much is the beer? £1.29 for that. Right? 5%. Look at it. Ice cold. Lovely. Robert Classic Shave says hello. What's to say now? Glad to see that you're keeping your fluids up. Yeah, I am keeping my fluids up. The doctor would disagree with you. It's the wrong type. Have you thought of... You need to have more water, you see. Sure have. A couple of mini-series. Plus more. That's good. I liked the bits when you did in the restaurants with the old... People love that. Home Bargains, nice one. You can't beat it. I'll be trying that beer. They do two types. This one, there's like a... Well, I've still got the old bottle here to show you. There's that one. And that one. This one's my favourite. But that is, you know... Take care. I take it's your day off. Yes, it is, Chris. I wouldn't be drinking... I wouldn't be drinking this if it wasn't my day. I'm off tomorrow, yeah. Mrs. H, the blue bonnets are in full bloom in Texas. The blue bonnets are in full bloom in Texas. And he doesn't mean the DIY shop. He means... Beautiful, yeah. What happened... I was on the other channel. Hang on, what's this? Oh. Yeah, sorry David in Liverpool there. I put that thing on my channel, going live, expecting it to count down, 7 o'clock come, we're live. But it didn't happen, 7 o'clock come, and it just said waiting for 007 Vauxhall. I thought, waiting, I'm here. Nothing to click. I couldn't understand this. So I had to stop that and just go live on the channel. So I'm sorry if anybody's been put out or waiting. Really, really sorry about that. We've got 98 watching. Wow. And 46 thumbs up. Thanks very much. Yeah, that helps the channel, the thumbs up if you can. Thanks. Really nice. Thanks, Taff. We'll be doing... Oh, I was just saying, Andrew, I've ordered... Did I say or not? I'd ordered yesterday 2 chili plants from World of Chilies. And one's called the Armageddon. They're 2 hot ones. And the other one was a... Oh, was it Scorpion, Trinidad Scorpion, something. So they're in the hot league. And I was lucky enough, last week, I spoke to a professional gardener who is very, very, very skilled. And I said about sometimes the aphids that come on the plant just as it's flowering or just as it's bearing the chilies and stands to grow. And he said, I got some liquid here for you. Try this. And just spray it on, and he told me how to water it. So he said, let it grow. And I've been watering it wrong, basically, keeping it damp. They don't like damp. They're like one extreme to the other. Back into, so I'm going to try it this year. I wasn't going to bother this year, but I'm going to do it. But the plants will not be, I've paid for them, but they won't be delivered till April when they're ready. Right, what's this now? I'm just going to go back a bit in case I missed David. David 98 in Let's Hit Them thumbs up. Oh yeah, thanks very much for the, if you don't mind hitting that, because it seems to help the channel. People say if you hit in a live anyway. Hang on, those pork ribs on the last video were quite something nice. But you got to add, well for me, you got to add a bit of heat to them. And once you do that, oh. Right, where are we? Hi Paul, Christina Bradley from Texas, wife of James. How you doing, Christina? Thanks for joining me. I'm here, Kat, just washed it. The old toupee. Scorpion is my absolute favourite. We'll have to come down. I'll do your curry, Kat. Kat, Nick. Well, I'll do one for Kat as well if you want. What's that box there? Oh, it's my travel mug. We don't want to see that, do you? Glad my job break time allowed me to... Oh, thanks very much, Caleb. Evening, Paul and Mrs. H. Well, Ian. Hi, Ian. Good evening to you. Thanks for joining me. 100 and... What's this? 102 in? Is it? Showing 96 on here. Hi, bud. Hope you got Lee from... Oh. Hi, Lee. Polton Filed, is it? How do you say that? These are disappearing. I would imagine broadcasting live is a bit nerve-wracking. Well, it does. It is when it goes wrong. You know, YouTube. I mean, it's not nerve-wracking. As in filming it. I mean, just before you go on, you think, ooh, it's live, isn't it? It's like going on TV live. But when YouTube stuff doesn't go right, that can be a bit. Well, it's not nerve-wracking. It's more annoying, really, because people have been waiting on that link, and it didn't work, and I feel bad for that. If you were waiting on that, sorry about that. I will have to watch the beginning after. Yeah, watch the beginning after. It's sorry about that, David. Hope you're keeping well, my friend. He's from Wrexham, David. He lives in Liverpool now. Paul, if you had to choose, oh, here we go, a final desert island, hot and spicy, what would you pick? One. Well, it'd have to be for me a lamb fowl curry. And it would have to be either one of two. One from that Indian lounge between Mould and Denby, or one I cook myself. Yeah. 101 in. Wow. What's your favourite chili? Naga. Yeah, the Scorpions are good. I love Reaper, but for the heat, not the taste. I can't bear the taste of it, but the heat is lovely. We've been going an hour. God, I'm sorry. Reaper. So there's Naga, I love the ghost pepper, Scotch bonnet. But there's a few I like. When you next doing a walk vlog? Rob Wells, hello from the deepest, darkest Wiltshire. Hello, Rob. Any tomatoes this year? Yeah, I'm not sure yet. We'll see. I had good success. I'll come back to Paul in a minute, sorry. I had good success this last year with the cherry type because I just plonked them in and they just produced for a long... I might do the cherries again, actually. Have you watched Chilli Chump? Great name, that. Chilli Chump on YouTube. He grows chilies, like, where are you? And cooks, etc. Oh no, I'll have to check him out. Deepest Wiltshire. Paul, when you're doing a walking vlog, I'll do, well, I did the last, well, it wasn't a walking vlog, was it? Or was it? It was partly walking vlog and cooking. But I hope to do more of them. I know I don't do that often, but I enjoy, that's my, I love that type of thing. 7k subs, Paul, yeah. I can't believe it, can you? 7,000. I'm very lucky. Paul, great live, but I must go, yeah. We see you Wednesday on the other channel. Have a great... Thank you, Robert. All the best, my friend. Thanks for joining me. We will, I think we better close it down, have we? It's been an hour, is it? There you go. Try growing some chives. Hang on. Try growing some chives. Beautiful on post. Oh, yeah, you can't beat it. Remember Rill in the good old days? Yeah. When you had the fun fair and you had a gobstopper or a stick of rock and you went home and fish and chips from the old Crosville bus station. We went to the cafe in the one in Rill on the high street. You could drive up and down it then. It's all pedestrianised now. Good days then. Right, did I forget to say hello to Mrs. H? I shall say hello to her then. Terry says hello. Terry M. She says hello back. I don't know if you heard either. Try. Oh, I've seen that. Remember, yeah. Foul. Hell yeah. Oh, it's great, isn't it, Nick? Can't beat it. Still alive, Paul. If you had to pick it. Oh, you've done that. Pudding. Oh. Pudding. Probably apple pie and custard. If I'm feeling posh, apple pie with custard and a bit of cream. Have you been to the lounge on the mall? Absolutely been to it. Absolutely stunning. I would highly recommend that takeaway to anybody. The service was the best I've ever had and the food was sublime. Aphid spray could be diluted allspice aftershave. Yeah, to put anybody off, wouldn't it? What a great hour it's been so far. Thank you, David. What's your favourite dish? My favourite dish, curry. Any time of the day. But when you're filming things, you can't have that every week, can you? Did I tell you I intended stopping the hot and spices? It was a few years back now, because I'd done them for a while. And I thought, well, I didn't want to, you know, it's the same thing, isn't it, every week? Well, it's not the same thing, but it's the same sort of video every week, eating something. And then people said in the comment, don't stop it, I get stuff in to join you, no, all this sort of stuff. So I carried it on, and it's gone ever since. Hang on, the Mermaid Chippy in Barmouth is the best in North Wales. I've been to Barmouth, but I've never tried that chip shop, but that's on the list of it. Paul, you should consider bringing out merchandise online. Well, well, I've started in a way, because I do my own brush. I know you mean there, Nick. Thanks very much. I passed my bus test in Rill Depot. Did you? For Crosville. First time. Well done, David. Oh dear. I know a chap in Ruthin. He was a Crosville driver for donkey's years from the, I think he was in the 70s. if not the 60s, 70s, into the 90s or whatever it was, yeah. Mr. Jones, yeah. Josie's in Rosa Medra. I told my doctor I felt like a really bad seaside town. He said, "Oh, you're ill." That's good. That's good, that. Blind of Festiniog, how are you doing? Thanks for joining me. Big Joe Shaves. Are you a fan of the Bombay Bad Boy? Can I be truthful? I've had that many, many times for lunch. There's no heat. Well, it's a lovely flavour. There's no heat to it though. Well, I'm used to it, I suppose, but there's no heat for me. It's a great viewing. As are your shaving videos. Very informative. I'll bring it into. Thank you, Rob Wells. Many thanks, sir. These are all near Kevin Mauer in Wrexham. Oh, Kevin Mauer, that rings some memories. My grandfather, my mother's side, was born in Kevin Mauer. Rough place. No two ways, well it was then, no two ways about it, very hard people. And he was no exception really. He was made homeless, you know, my grandfather, didn't know this. I'll tell you now, Ruthie, how they got the name. Made him homeless when he was 16. I don't know what he'd done, it probably wasn't perfect. But to throw your son out on the street, not good. And the Salvation Army took him in. He's only homeless for three months, I think. And they took him in and he never forgot that. So when he got his life back together, only after 3 months, you know, 3 months, and he had a job and he met my grandmother, had children, and he never forgot the Salvation Army and he donated to them every year. It's across from Kenmalia town. It's a rough place because it he was only small but fiery. If you said the wrong thing, it was how they grew up, you see. I done some vids with Paul many moons ago. You did, Rob, yeah, and Betters a Coin. Yeah. But you know, you don't really, I didn't know he was homeless till my mother told me when she was ill and sort of passing away, you know, gradually. And you don't realise these things, and poor bugger, you know, he worked hard for his life, for his living, and once he got back to normal, as it, you know, he I think he just worked and worked because he never wanted to go back to that again. But his father, I don't know what happened to him, but I don't think he was worried. Sorry, yeah, thanks, thank you, Las Vegas. I drove buses in Kevin Mauer also, 1995. I think I got on your bus, David, and you done me. I went, Paul, when you make a beef curry, what part is the best to use? Beef curry, well, don't use shin or anything like that. Don't buy the cheap, because it's the shin is this, and because it's used on the cow, it's very tough. If you can, well, the best cuts of meat really, if you can buy a steak, you see, I use myself, if I'm doing a curry, something, I might, two things, I might use a piece of beef which is silver side or top side, but braising steak, frying steak, not so much, sirloin, rump steak, if you can stick to the steaks, rump steak, sirloin steak, but it's particularly if you can see a nice braising steak, and do it nice and slow and it'll be tender, beautiful. Can you believe now we've gone for an hour and 10 minutes? 40. Right. Houston, Texas. Bam Bam Picasso. Great name. Thank you for joining me, Mark. Keith. Oh, yeah. Well, I hope you're okay, Keith. No problem. Don't worry. Thanks for joining me. I'm just about to close it up, actually. Show your new camp stove. Who are you talking to, me? Do you want to see it now? Bear with me. Oh. Right. Don't usually keep it here, but I haven't get out of it. So, it's meant to be a... Are you into watches? Oh, I've got a few watches. But I've stopped on that a few years back. After I got married. Because it took too much money up. Right, this is the stove I bought, right? Very inexpensive. You think, what the hell's that? Looks like a steamer. So you get your gas connected to that. They've changed this actually because the earlier version of this was dangerous on here. It was quite loose, but they've sorted that out. There's legs there. You pull them out for stability. You're having a first-hand view here, do you know that? And then this thing you pull out, dependent on how big your pot is. Like what was that thing with Bond? Do you remember that thing in The Rock? It came up. That thing that came up in The Rock, and and that's it. So what this is here, it surrounds your pot, whatever pot you got. Right, we've got a pot. Alright, so let's say it was this bottle. So you would surround it, and it's to stop the air, and all the heat's directed under the pot, you see, no matter what the size is. And that's basically it. You connect that to your gas thing and turn it on, and like, no, I haven't got the gas with me, Mike. I wouldn't trust myself after a beer. Bloody hell. Not in the house, is it? Yeah, I'll show you that in a... Yeah. It's, you know, it's, for what it's worth, it's alright, isn't it? So you'll see that in an up and coming video. And it's like tomorrow's world. I don't know. Tomorrow. Right, I would love to try this out a bit of tin can cooking, yeah. You gotta watch things. If they're too cheap, if they're very inexpensive, they'll work. But you may only get a couple of uses, you know, they start to be burning stuff. And I mean, this was inexpensive, but it's a stove. This is stainless steel. It's manoeuvrable. You know, there's the gas. But what can you say? As long as it does its job, cup of tea, whatever, it'll do me, you know. Yeah. Right. Anybody want one of them? I've told you I eat them cold, and now I'm proving it. Can't beat it. Okay, so where are we now? Yeah, people have got to, you got lives to live and bed to get, and maybe depends where you are in the world. Thank you so much. It's like the back of a Eurofighter jet, it is. Do you remember that doing Bond? What was it? The man with the golden gun out of the rock. And this thing came out and it was... And then... Bzzz. Right, enough talking. Talk about where does 007... Oh yeah, 007 Vauxhall. When I first started the channel... Bye Natalie, thanks very much. When I started the channel, YouTube recommended in the early days that you use a name which you'll remember. So they said we recommend you use a name and some numbers. So the name and numbers, and I'm no good at names, and so I thought, well, 007 James Bond, I'll always remember that. And then I thought the car I drove at the time was a Vauxhall Astra. Or I've had a few Vauxhalls. It was a Vauxhall Omega 2.5 V6. And I thought, I'm driving a Vauxhall car, so 007 Vauxhall. And I did it, and I never changed it. You're meant to change it, I suppose, after time into something. As YouTube progressed and became bigger and more sort of known, but I never changed it. I left it as it was, and yeah, you get a few people asking why the 007. 007, numbers I remember, Vauxhall, the car I drove at the time. So that's how I got the name. Yeah, Paul H Films, that came from I created another channel to put one video out, shaving video, to a chap I know in Liverpool, in Kensington and Fairfield. I visit him quite often, well not quite often now, I did quite often, Steve Farragher, and he did a bit of work on BBC Radio Merseyside, reading the papers, doing the reviews, and nice chap, does a lot of charity work. And watching his shaving videos, very down to earth, and he I went there, met him, and we did, you know, all this sort of stuff, and he said, do a review of your shaves. Well, I'd like to see what you do. So I created Paul H Films in order to put this one video up, thinking it'd only be one. And the reason I called it Paul H Films was because I intended to use it for other things after, like Paul H Films, but the shaving channel took off. 007 Robin Reliance. What did they say, you know? Yeah, F16 engine. See you in the next one, Paul. Thanks, John. Don't say Vauxhall Viva. My auntie had one of them. I had the 2.2 litre Omega, lovely car, isn't it? Well, I bought it was an ex-funeral car actually, 2.5 V6 estate, black, beautiful, full leather, absolutely lovely car. Right, where are we going? I'm going to shut it down now. Any thoughts on a shave meetup? No, I've not thought about it, to be fair. I wish we could do one like the Americans do, one of these big where all the vendors come together. Do you know what I'd like to do one? If I was a rich man, wealthy, in Blackpool Tower ballroom, hire the whole thing, somebody come up, do a bit of music, I'd have a go on it as well, and we'd have all the vendors on the outside. We could have a beer, there's a bar there, food, and then beer, food, shaving and music. Do you have a few beers every night, Paul? No, not when I'm working, hardly. Shaving vids, no good for me. They're not for you, David. Awesome. Never heard of that car brand. Yeah, it's a Vauxhall Omega. Yeah, it's good. It was a good car. Really enjoyed this live broadcast. Thank you very much. Yeah, I'm very lucky to have the people I have. Gavin Parry, all the best. All the best, Gavin. Paul, I watch your Sunday shaves and hear about your Sunday dinners. Would you bless us with a cooking channel because of all your feasts? Well, what I do sometimes is I'll put the odd cooking video on this channel, or cooking video I should say. You know, enjoy your live stream, Paul. Look forward to seeing you cook a hog on that sky dish. Yeah, you never know. Thank you, Andrew. Where are we now? Paul, just random question. Do you speak Welsh on a daily basis with family? No. I just speak sort of, sut ydych chi? How are you? Mae'n braf heddiw? Nice today? That type of thing. But I can't speak back quick enough. Mrs H is first language Welsh, but I'm not. What's she saying now? Perfect. That's a great idea, Mrs. Bye. Muqtadir Ali. Good night, Paul. Good night, William. David, still watching the shaving. David Jones makes Duncan Goodhue look like a yet. How David hasn't come to find you, Kat, I'll never know. Vios Condas Migos. Take care, John. All the best. Thanks for joining me. Have to go. See you again. See you, Bart. Yeah, we'll close it down now. So thanks very much for joining me. Really appreciate it. We've been going 1 hour 21, nearly 22 minutes. And I've really enjoyed it. We've had a few beers, a chat. Really nice. Enjoyed it. Yeah. David, no. Good night from Wrexham. Good night, Mike. All the best to you, sir. In Wrexham, yeah, we'll have to go there again. Do you remember the bees market? Oh, I love that. Pork scratchings like that from the butcher's market. Yeah. What's it like? I'll watch this back tomorrow so I can read these properly. Good night, Paul from Wrexham. Good night. Good night, Keith. All the best. Yeah, good night. All the best to everybody. Thanks for joining me. Paul, thanks for the water. And NUFC, Paul, yeah, thanks a lot. All the best to you all. Thanks for joining me. And really enjoyed it. See you in the next live if I do another one. Quite, I enjoy them. And hopefully you'll enjoy another one at some point. So all the best. Thanks very much. And take care. And bye-bye. If I can work out to turn it off now.